Rohit moves into a new apartment with one peculiar feature: a locked black door at the end of the hallway. The landlord warned him never to open it, saying it's been sealed for years. Rohit, intrigued by the mystery, decides to leave it alone initially, but over time, the door begins to bother him. At night, he hears faint scratching noises coming from behind it, like something is trying to get out. One evening, the noises become louder, now accompanied by distant whispers begging for help. Unable to sleep, Rohit finally decides to inspect the door more closely. He notices strange symbols carved into the wood and a faint, cold draft seeping from underneath. Ignoring his growing sense of dread, he finds an old key hidden in a drawer, almost as if it was meant to be found. Rohit hesitates, but finally unlocks the door. It creaks open to reveal a pitch-black room with nothing but a rotting wooden chair in the center. The air is thick with a foul, damp stench. As he steps inside, the door slams shut behind him. He tries to turn back, but the room seems to stretch endlessly, trapping him in darkness. The scratching noise resumes, this time louder, echoing all around him. Suddenly, the shadows in the room start to shift, and Rohit sees a pair of glowing red eyes staring at him from the corner. The whispers turn into frantic screams, and Rohit realizes he's not alone. The walls begin to close in, covered in claw marks and old blood stains. A cold hand grabs his shoulder, and he turns to see a twisted figure, its face hollow and eyes sunken deep, grinning at him with a mouth full of sharp, jagged teeth. Before Rohit can react, the figure lunges at him, pulling him into the darkness. The story ends with the black door slowly creaking shut, sealing Rohit inside, and the whispers fading into silence. The next tenant who moves in finds the door locked once again, with fresh scratches on the outside, as if something or someone is trying to get out. Rohit wakes up in complete darkness, his heart pounding as he tries to make sense of his surroundings. The air is suffocating, thick with the smell of decay and something far worse. He fumbles for his phone, hoping to use its light, but it's gone, vanished as if it never existed. The only light comes from the faint, flickering glow of the red eyes watching him from the corner of the room. He hears the figure's raspy breathing getting closer, followed by the scraping sound of long nails dragging against the walls. Rohit stumbles backward, but his back hits something cold and wet. A wall covered in what feels like slime and old, withered flesh. The whispers return, louder this time, overlapping and screaming in different languages, all begging for release. Rohit spots the rotting chair in the middle of the room, and to his horror, he notices something tied to it. An old, shriveled corpse, its mouth sewn shut, eyes wide open in eternal terror. The figure with red eyes steps closer, revealing its grotesque form. It looks like a distorted version of Rohit himself, a doppelganger created from nightmares, grinning He approaches the door, hearing faint muffled noises behind him, like distant cries mixed with the sound of scratching. Farhan smirks, thinking it's all in his head, and tries the doorknob. To his surprise, it's unlocked. The door swings open, revealing nothing but the same pitch-black room with the rotting chair in the center. But something is different this time. The room feels alive, pulsating like a beating heart, and the air is thick with an overpowering sense of dread. Farhan steps inside, driven by a mix of fear and defiance. The door slams shut behind him, locking him in darkness. Suddenly, the whispers start again, louder and more frantic than ever. The walls seem to ripple and breathe, and Farhan's flashlight flickers, illuminating countless handprints smeared across the walls, some fresh, others faded and ancient. Farhan spots the chair, and sitting in it is Rohit, now a withered figure with hollow eyes, bound and gagged, struggling against the invisible chains. Farhan tries to back away, but he finds himself unable to move. The figure with the red eyes appears once more, this time grinning with a hunger that seems insatiable. The creature speaks in a voice that echoes from every corner of the room. Another has come. The cycle continues. Farhan is forced toward the chair as the red-eyed creature begins its twisted ritual anew. Rohit's eyes meet Farhan's, filled with despair and silent pleas for escape. But it's too late. Farhan feels the invisible chains tighten around him as the creature begins tearing his mouth shut. Farhan screams in muffled, joining the countless voices that bring him away. The door seals itself once again, and the apartment remains eerily quiet, save for the occasional faint sound of statue whispers from behind the closed black door. The story ends with the landlord hammering a fresh notice against the door. Do not open. As the days pass, the apartment remains shrouded in an unsettling silence, the whispers and scratching now a haunting memory for those who dared to live nearby. Yet the legend of the black door grows stronger, becoming a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. Months later, a group of college friends, curious and emboldened by stories of the paranormal, decide to explore the infamous apartment. Among them is Maya, a skeptic determined to debunk the myth of the black door. With flashlights in hand, they enter the building, laughter echoing through the halls, dismissing the unease creeping over them. When they reach the black door, it stands harmlessly, untouched and locked. Maya feels an overwhelming sense of dread, but pushes it aside. The group decides to leave it alone, but as they turn to go, a loud thud resonates from within. The noise sends shivers down their spines, and they exchange nervous glances. Driven by curiosity, Maya insists on opening the door. After some hesitation, the group reluctantly agrees. As she turns the doorknob, it gives way, and the door swings open to reveal the same dark